Okay, nice and square. Okay, yellow belt basics. First technique is the horse stance facing. Okay, nice and square, toes straight, knees bent. Okay, side horse stance, left facing. Same stance, turn to the side. We're going to do a side fighting horse stance. Side fighting horse stance is your toe and heel. Your back heel is even with your front toe. What we're going to do is modify this stance into what we call a modified side fighting horse stance. Okay? Now the purpose of this is a fighting stance, and this is an offensive stance. Your side fighting horse stance is a defensive stance. From there we're going to do a soft bow, which is a traditional karate stance. Okay? From right there we're going to do front snap kicks, and I'm going to do 3 different ones. We're going to do a front snap kick with the ball of our foot. Okay, and then we're going to do one with a toe turned down. Okay, that's the groin area. Now we're going to do one with the heel, and this is a higher kick. And then we're going to do a Japanese thrust kick. This is a power kick. Difference there, he goes all his body goes all the way through it. Next technique is a rear snap kick. One more time. Okay. Next stance is a horse stance facing me. Okay, we're going to do a right knife edge kick. Quick kick. Okay, next technique is a double kick and a right leg back on a left forward stance. We're going to do a snap kick to rear kick. Okay. Next technique is a triple kick. So what you have is your front snap kick, your side snap kick, which is a knife edge kick, and your rear snap kick. Our next kick is a roundhouse kick low. And you notice how he's driving through. Next one is a roundhouse kick high. Now our next techniques are our basic blocks. Next techniques are our basic blocks. We're going to do a high block, an inward block, an outward block, downward block, reverse hand block, a back reverse hand block, pressing block. Next techniques will be basic punches. Now our basic punches out of a fighting stance, left forward, right leg back stance. Okay. Forward punch, reverse punch, double punch, and a triple punch, and a speed punch. Our first form is Form 1 star blocks. The first form is Form 1 star blocks. Now I'll explain the techniques of the basic blocks. High block, inward block, extended outward block, down block. High block, inward block, extended outward block, down block. Double high block, double inward block, double extended outward block, double down block. Reverse hand block, palm up reverse, pressing block, right punch, left punch, 45 degrees, 90, elbow, elbow. Okay, our next technique is a left forward, right leg back. And these are head high twisting punches. Same thing as from your hips, only this is at your head height. Okay, we're going to do a left jab sticking. And we'll do a left jab flicking. Then we'll do a right cross. Notice that when he does his right cross, he comes up off of his heel to create power. Okay. And again. Good. The next technique is a reverse roundhouse punch. And the next technique is over the head roundhouse punch. The next technique is a side horse power punch. Okay. The next technique is a vertical punch. The next technique is a twisting reverse vertical punch. That's called a hidden hand technique. The next technique is out of horse stance facing. We're going to do a waist vertical punch.
Step in?
Yep. The next technique is over the shoulder downward punch. The next technique is a back fist out of a horse stance facing. Notice that his left hand is guarding his face, and it's a flicking motion with his elbow directing where the punch is going to go. And one more time. Form 2 is a short form 2 block punch form. That's the end of yellow belt basic. Orange belt techniques. First technique is kimono grab. This is off of a lapel grab pushing. And we're going through it as it happens. And then Chris will do it in the air. Ready? And begin. Okay. Now Chris will do this in the air.
Facing which way?
You can just face me. Ready? And begin. The next technique is sumo. This is off of a grab at the waist. Now Tim Green will do this in the air. This is form 3. This is form 3, long form block punch form. Next technique is striking asp. This is a lapel grab, pulling in. Now in the air motion. Now this striking asp B as he steps in with a middle knuckle finger to the solar plex. First impact. Ready? Go. Now in the air. Now in the air. Next technique is striking asp C. This is an attempt to reach in and grab you. Ready? Now the technique in air. The next technique is next technique is crash the eagle. This is a shoulder grab from behind. Ready? Now in the air. Next technique is crash the eagle B with a falcon talon to the eye. Now in the air. Next technique is crash the eagle C. This is a short arm grab from behind. Ready? Now in the air. Next technique is crash the eagle D. This is a shoulder grab from behind with long arms. Now in the air. Next technique is full Nelson A and begin. In air. Next technique is full Nelson B. Let's do that so well. Now in the air. Technique is full Nelson C. In the air. The next technique is bear hug free A. Now in the air. Middle knuckle finger in mastoid area behind the ear or below the ear. Next technique is bear hug free B with a half fist to the throat in the conclusion. Now in the air. Next technique is bear hug free C from behind. In the air. Next technique is bear hug pinned A. Thumbs in the groin. Okay. The next technique is bear hug pin B. Now in the air. Next technique is bear hug pin C, knee, knee, shin, toe. Next technique is locking the arm from behind. Now in the air. Next technique is locking the arm B with the left hand on the shoulder of the person in front of it. Now in the air. Next technique is locking the arm C. Now in the air.
Orthotics.
Form, long four form, block punch form, and star blocks at a below average speed. This is come on and grab at full speed. Sumo, full speed. This is striking asp A at full speed. Striking asp B at full speed. This is striking asp B at full speed. Striking asp C at full speed. Crash the eagle A at full speed. Crash the B, crash the B, crash the eagle B at full speed. Crash the eagle C at full speed. Crash the eagle D at full speed. This is full Nelson A at full speed. Next one is full Nelson B at full speed. This is full Nelson C at full speed. This is full Nelson C at full speed. This is bear hug free at full speed, A. This is bear hug free B at full speed. This is bear hug free C from behind, full speed. This is bear hug pin A at full speed. This is bear hug pin B at full speed. This is bear hug pin C at full speed. This is locking the arm A. Ready? This is locking the arm B, full speed. This is locking the arm C at full speed. Form 4, full speed. Purple belt, self-defense techniques. First technique would be your block covers. Ready? Also in the next technique is covers B, kick covers.
Got someone coming in.
Next technique is the dancer. The next technique is the dancer.
Oh, this time.
Now in the air. The next technique is inward defense off of a right punch. Now in the air. Next technique is outward defense off of a left punch. Outward defense in the air. The next technique is ground defense. The next technique is crescent kick. The next technique is reverse crescent. Next technique is crescent to rear kick. The next technique is crescent to knife edge kick. The next technique is in the stances. I'm going to step back into hard bow. The next technique is a cat stance.
45 and 90.
Never mind. The next technique is a crane stance. The next technique is headlock A. Now in the air. The next technique is headlock B. Headlock B in the air. The next technique is headlock C. Good. And now in the air. The next technique is grasping talon A. And now in the air. Next technique is grasping talon B. Off a grab. Now in the air. The next technique is crossing talon. Arm grab. Now in the air. The next technique is cub A, a half headlock from behind. Now in the air. The next technique is the cub B. Now in the air. The next technique is a wheel kick. The next technique is a double block wheel kick. The next technique is a snap kick to wheel kick. The next technique is a kick block. The next technique is a wheel kick block. The next technique is Eagle's Beak A. Now in the air. Technique is Eagle's Beak B. Eagle's Beak B in the air. This is Eagle Pin A technique. Ready? Now in the air. Next technique is Eagle Pin B. Now in the air. The next technique is triple front kick. The next technique is a rear thrust kick. Ready? Go. Technique is a speed thrust. Go ahead. Next technique is a front leg wheel kick. The next technique is heel stomp straight down and inverted. That's good enough though. Crossing talon, form 5. Blue belt. Drawbridge A. Okay. This is about this way right here, okay? Hands on the shoulder, stepping in, forearm to the clavicle. You can cross the throat, stepping behind, reach it over, grab the shoulder, takedown, dropping a right knee on the abdomen area, half fist in the throat, cover. Drawbridge B. Drawbridge B. Drawbridge B. Shoulder grab. Same as A, stepping in, clavicle bone. Eagle claw, stepping behind, holding on to the arm, trapping. Rolling down. Both hands on the wrist. Under the armpit. Slide down. Grab shoulder. Picking up. Dropping down. Breaking the elbow. And a trapping the chin here. Submission. The next technique is flashing wings off of a right punch. And flashing wings off of a right punch. Right punch stepping up left soft hand block, driving the elbow to the low rib, elbow back to the kidney, chop to the back of the neck, pushing him back, chop to the throat, eagle claw to the throat, stepping behind, grabbing the shoulder, take down, drop the right knee on the kidney area, rib area, half fist to the throat, cover. Next technique is hand staff A off a club attack. Off of a club attack. Over the head club attack. Going slow, stepping up left, trapping, carrying out, trapping the wrist, kick to the solar plex, cover, and cover. Hand staff B is a club attack with a two-man attack. Cover, cover. Okay, hand staff B. You got the man in front of the club and the man behind. And as I break the elbow, I'm going to throw him into the man behind. Okay? Club over, stepping up left into crane, 45-degree angle, trapping here, grabbing the wrist, stepping back, grabbing the hand palm up to the elbow, break the elbow, throw him into the other tagger. Okay. Hand staff C, club attack, defense. Okay. Hand staff C, club attack. Same club. As he comes over the head with the club, we're stepping in left forward, trapping with the left hand, immediately our chicken wrist under the chin. Trapping with the left, solar plex, palm up, hooking behind. We're going to go solar plex, head, stepping behind. Doing a takedown over here, dropping my right knee again on the rib cage, half fist to the throat, and breaking the elbow, and a cover. Now we'll do those in full speed. First one is drawbridge A. Drawbridge B. Hand staff A. Hand staff B. Hand staff C. Flashing wings. The next techniques are the soft hand blocks and begin. Self-defense technique is opening cowlay. It's a shoulder grab from behind. Okay. Take the shoulder grab from behind. First of all, you want to step up a little bit, cup and saucer. Not giving away what you're going to do. If you spin around, you're going to block out this. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, cat back, and you're going to kick right in the groin and cover. Opening cowl B. Next technique is opening cowl B. Shoulder grab from behind at a close range. Opening cowl B. Shoulder grab from behind. Same principle. Cup and saucer. Right foot over just a little bit. As you circle around, block out. You're going to grab your elbow to the face. Punch, 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 kick to the groin, and cover. Next technique is Kung Fu Crosse. This is off of a right punch. Okay. Kung Fu Crosse, trapping also. You step back and you outward extended block, trapping, kick to the groin, eagle claw to the throat, bringing the arm over your shoulder, breaking the elbow, and pulling down on the esophagus. And cover. Then Kung Fu Cross B is off of a left punch, stepping back the same way. Stepping back the same way, off the left punch, stepping back, parrying out, trapping, stepping in, breaking the elbow here, down to the groin, back to the nose, bring the right leg behind, circle around into a reverse arm bar, taking him down. And cover. Opening cowl A at full speed. Opening cowl B at full speed. Kung Fu Cross A at full speed. Kung Fu Cross B at full speed. We have 3 kicks on blue belt. First one is a shuffle front wheel kick. Okay, right leg back and a crossover side thrust kick. And a shuffle front inverted wheel kick. This is done on both sides, but we're just going to do it on one side. The next self-defense technique is attacking the wall. A. Again, this is off the right punch defense. Let me explain. We're going to step up left into a broken bow stance, into a crane. We're going to do an outward block and a punch, and a hammer fist with a kidney. So he's going to throw a right punch, block, punch, kidney, and eyeball covers. Attacking the wall, B. Second wall, B. Same self-defense off the right punch. We're stepping up. Everything's the same until after the punch to the head. We're going to drive our knee into the solar plex area and a hammer to the back of the head. So he's throwing a right punch. I step out into a cat crane stance, block, punch, driving this knee in. As his head comes down, hammer fist on the back. And the next technique is called snapping twig, also off of a left punch. This block is called a broken bow block. As he throws his left, I step back, left, right, forward, soft hand block here, hitting, striking, overextending the elbow. Parrying it out, circling around as I shuffle in, side of the head, down to the groin, back to the nose, and wipe offs. The next technique is dart A off of a left punch. And the dart A is from the left punch. I'm stepping back left, carrying it out, pushing it around in a right one finger eye strike into the eye and cover. Dart B off of a left punch. I'm going to reverse the hands on. We're going to step back the same way. We're going to step back, left leg back, carry it out. But we're going to do a nice strike with just 2 fingers to the eyes and cover. The next technique is wing break off of a shoulder grab, right side. Stepping back left, trapping the left wrist, palm heel to the elbow, overextending it, circling around, driving down the forearm with my elbow, circling around behind his back, grabbing your handful close, bring my right leg in front of it, and do a complete hip curl and cover. Now the same techniques at full speed, attacking wall A. Attacking the wall B. Snapping twig. And wing break. Next technique is the dart A. The next technique is the dart B. We have 3 more kicks. We got a shuffle front Japanese thrust kick. Got a walking rear thrust kick. And a spinning rear heel hook. And those are done on both sides. We're just going to do them on one side. Snapping twig form. And begin. Next form is Gum Gong Quint or the Golden Diamond. And begin. Green belt self-defense techniques. First one is Circle of China off a rising kick. Okay, and I'll be your dummy on this one. Okay. And next one is bowing to Buddha off of a rising kick also. Okay. I'll be done on this one also. Okay. The next one is Prayer of Death, also off of a rising kick. Okay, I'm on both my knees, and he's doing a rising kick. I'm going to trap it here, grab the heel, flip him over, holding on to it, kicking with my left foot, groin. I'm going to jump over the top of the palm heels on the back, right heel grip to the back of the neck, and cover. The next one is Dance of Death off of a right punch. Soft hand block, groin. This is off of a right punch. Stepping a 45-degree angle, soft hand block, immediate to the groin, sliding down the leg, grabbing the heel, flipping it upside down, holding on to it, stepping in. I'm going to go hammer fist to the knee, hammer fist to the knee, chop to the groin, reach over, grab the heel, rolling over, jumping over the back, heel onto the back, crossing over, chop to the side of the neck, right heel stomp in the back of the neck, spinning it around, and knife, edge, chop, heel stomp to the side of the head, and cover. Technique is called the bridge. It's a chokehold from behind. Okay. This is a chokehold from behind with both hands on the throat. Step out right, trapping the right wrist. Step right, grab the elbow to the solar plex. Immediately grab the left hand, circle underneath. Kick that knee, a light kick. And then you're going to break this elbow with this wrist and arm. Breaking this way, down to the groin, back to the nose, and cover. The next self-defense technique is the bridge B, also a chokehold off the back, different avenue to take off. Okay. Also, we're going to do this in a different angle. Okay. Same technique as A. We're going to step out right, trapping the wrist, elbow to the solar plex, grabbing the other wrist, come around to the front, cross the arms over. We're going to drive this knee into the elbows, then to the groin. Stepping in beside him, driving the elbow to the side of the head. We're putting our fingers in the eyes like a bowling ball effect. Palm heel to the back. As he moves forward, backwards, we would shift the front thrust and cover. Okay, that's the first stripe on the green belt. And we've got 6 kicks also in the green belt, first stripe. First kick is a side power thrust kick. And we'll just do these on one side. Second kick is a jumping snap kick. The next kick is a jumping side knife edge kick. And the next kick is a jumping rear snap kick. The next kick is a shuffle side thrust kick. The next kick is a hopping side thrust kick. So the self-defense techniques in first stripe in full motion. First one up is Circle of China. The next one is Bowing to Buddha. The next one is prayer of death. The next one is dance of death. The next one is bridge A. The next one is bridge B. The next self-defense technique is condor A, also off of a right punch. Right here, okay. He's throwing a right punch, I'm stepping into a 45-degree angle, but I'm going to start all over. Okay. Stepping left as he throws a punch, 45-degree angle, and he's off his right foot forward. Driving elbow right into the low rib solar plex area, eagle's claw under the shoulders to the throat, stepping around behind, grabbing a handful of clothes over here, throwing down, shuffle in, drop my right knee into his rib cage, half fist to the throat, and cover. Condor B is also off of a right punch, but it's off of a right punch with the left leg back. Throwing the right punch, stepping up, 45-degree angle. Soft hand block, hard bow, elbow, reach underneath with the eagle's claw to the throat. Our right leg's going to come behind him and sweep him out and cover. Works, don't it? Okay. The next technique is called slashing wings, also off of a right punch. And you'll notice that all of our self-defense techniques are primarily stepping inside the perimeter into a crane stance at an angle. The soft hand block, all you're really doing is diverting the punch and stopping it. Even we call that padding. So when he throws his right punch, I step up 45-degree angle, push it in just a little bit, hammer fist to the side of the head, and double punches back here. The left chop as I torque my hips into a hard bow this way, reverse it to a hard bow this way, driving it to the floor, and cover. Advanced striking has to be a lapel grab, pulling in. Okay? See if we can get all this in. Okay. He's got me on a lapel grab. I step in and trap this left arm, middle knuckle finger to the solar plex. I rotate this arm on the back side, overextending the elbow, back to the back of the head, to the nose. I step underneath, grab the elbow over my shoulder, roll him around, put him into a sleeper hold, submission. Now in that technique, I'll explain that. If you do this technique properly, they will fall that way. If you don't do it properly, you can have another avenue of submission by simply putting the knee into the back and grab the chin from the front. So you can do that too. Okay, so these aren't boxed in. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, next self-defense technique is advanced sumo. We're going to do this in a different angle. Also, this is another one that's similar in respect that you might have to change the conclusion of this. This is a grab to the waist. Forked, extended, knife hand chops to the throat before you move. As you step to your right, you use your elbows to drop down in between the arms, driving them out, and knee steps out left with you. Immediately circling the hands back up to the throat and covering like this. Okay? I immediately stick your fingers down, track that wrist here, pull it up as I step in, elbow to the chin. I hammer fist to the groin, and as I do this one, I actually going to step forward and throw him over my shoulder. I drop my right knee into his chest area and a hammer fist to the groin and cover. The Ramming Eagle is Scratch the Eagle C Advanced. This is also a shoulder grab from behind. Okay? This angle right here. Right here, okay? He's got a shoulder grab from behind. You're stepping left leg over to get the torque of the hip, bringing this right elbow over his arms, dropping down. At this point, if I move around this way, I slide down again, sticky fingers, and elbow strike to the side of the head, back to this other side of the head. I bring this arm over, roll him around like this, bring him upside down, and drop down and break his neck. Hard one to do as a dummy. Very effective. Okay. Starts off with rising knee. This is off of a right punch. Stood in this angle right here. Okay. Again, we're using the crane stance. We're stepping up left. All we're doing is soft hand blocking. This chicken wrist goes up and drives the arm up. This one circles around and retraps it right here. The palm up, vertical to the solar plex, driving the head down. You hook the back of the head, drive a knee in, circle around behind, take down, drop your right knee on the chest, right over the top, half fist to the throat, and cover. The next technique is crashing anvil off of a right and assuming a left punch even where it's there or not. Checking. Okay, I'm going to start off from scratch. He's throwing a right punch. I'm stepping into a fighting side horse stance, soft hand block it. I assume that he's throwing the left. Palm heel to the shoulder, grabbing the shoulder, driving the knee into the solar plex, and pulling him down. And on the way down, I'm going to drive vertical to the kidney area and cover. The next technique is called plucking the bird from the sky off of a right punch. Got this angle. Same thing, stepping up 45-degree angle, block, soft hand block, trapping, vertical to the side of the head, preferably in this part of the neck. I circle around. As I step behind him, I do a high hand chop to the front body area. This chop to the kidney area. Immediately grabbing the throat, come around behind him, grabbing the shoulder. This leg's going to step back this way to get a good hip throw. I shuffle in, drop the right knee into the rib cage, half fist to the throat, and cover. The next technique is sleeper A off of a right punch. All of these are start off basically the same with using the crane stance. He throws a right punch, I step into a soft hand block. Immediately the reach hand comes up the side of the neck into the mastoid. I reach around behind him. I grab the other side of the head, pulling him in like this and bring him around into a sleep hold. The reason I bring him around off of his feet, I have complete control. The next technique is sleeper B. Same thing, stepping up soft hand block, this hand parries out, you go down to your knee, go right to the groin. This way when you rise up, do the strike to the side of the neck, you still got your shoulder under his arm. Rising up, side of the neck, stepping behind. If you want to, you take this thumb, put it on this side of the neck, the other one's got the thumb on the other side, grab your thumb and pressure point, sleeper hold. Bring him around to have control where he has no balance. Next technique is locking the arm B. Let's do this way. He's got my right arm behind my back into an arm lock, and he's got his left hand on my shoulder. I'm going to step out right, drop my elbow to the solar plex, down the groin. On the other side, my hand's busy. I grab his right wrist, so when I step out, I get him into a Chinese wrist lock. Okay, I do a inverted heel stomp to his knee, driving him to the ground. I shuffle in, I take my right foot and put it beside his head, and submit him right there. Next self-defense technique is advanced full Nelson A. He's got your full Nelson. Never let him lock in. But if he is locked in, you can still apply it. You're going to step up left, and you're going to drop down, driving arms downward, and trapping them. You're going to do a Chinese wrist lock over here, and when you come out, you're going to roll it over. So you got a pressure point here, okay? I'm going to drop my left knee behind his right knee, driving him down, bring the right arm behind his back, and a headlock here, and submit.